Hi, welcome to this video update, which is all about how to trade Forex like a professional trader in terms of viewing the market price action in the right way and then responding to that price action basically with discipline and not allowing the Forex market to make you angry, frustrated, or stressed. And a lot of traders do get angry, stressed, and frustrated with the markets just simply because they don't view price action in the right way. They don't understand how Forex prices really move. Now, in terms of how Forex prices really move, a lot of beginners come in with misconceptions. A lot of them believe that Forex markets move to some kind of mathematical formula, which they don't, but it's a frequent myth that's promoted on YouTube. And also, they tend to be too much into prediction, what happened in the past should repeat in the future and give them an edge. And they soon find out Forex markets are not going to accommodate them, and they lose their money. And on the way down, they basically lose discipline, control, just trading the wrong way with the wrong attitude towards the markets. Now, in terms of the Forex markets, they are very chaotic. You're trading chaos, okay? Now, you can make money from that chaos if you trade the odds and you adopt the right mental attitude, the attitude of a professional trader, which is the subject, obviously, of this video. We'll go through some points in a moment. But just before we do, this video is very much based upon what I learned from a guy called Bill Williams, who had a fantastic book called Trading Chaos, which is all about how Forex prices move and also how to have the right response to that movement. And I've been to a few seminars of his as well. And I went to a seminar a good few years ago, and he asked everyone to write down an animal or a game that most reminded them of the Forex markets. Everyone wrote down their answers. And when he came round and had a look at the answers, he could tell who were the experienced traders or traders making money and who were not. I'll return to that point in a moment. But first of all, what I want to do is just introduce the subject of trading chaos with some quotes which are very applicable in terms of what we're going to be discussing in this tutorial. So only take about a minute or so. They're just coming up on a quick storyboard. Then we'll be back to discuss in more detail.
We could live in a society of understanding chaos and living with chaos, and what we're really talking about is a concept in psychology called spontaneity. Being able to go with the moment, being able to stay with what is rather than control that which might be. So if we could flow with, if we could stay with the moment, if we could stay in the here and now, which is another psychological term, if we could be with what is, we wouldn't need necessarily to attempt so much control of what
Right, just going to go through 6 points in relation to avoiding trader frustration, not getting angry or stressed out. Now, in terms of point number one, just want to relate a story about Albert Einstein, obviously one of the greatest physicists of all time. And he was actually coming to the end of his life. He knew that, and he just wanted to gather together a group of people, 300 people that he'd met throughout his life. And he agreed to answer any questions that they posed to him, okay? And in terms of the people coming to the seminar, they all wanted to agree a list of questions, the most important ones. They didn't want to waste his energy, just focus on questions that were really relevant. And they're trying to come up with the most important question to ask him. They couldn't agree. So they decided, what we'll do, we'll just ask him, what's the most important question that we need to answer as humans, okay? When they posed this question to him, he actually just turned around and said the most important question anyone can ask themselves is the universe a friendly place, which was not the answer the people expected. They expect him to talk about the unified field study, which was a big interest of his towards the end of his life. Now, is the universe a friendly place? Okay, go back to the question that we posed earlier on. What's your analogy of the markets? Was it a friendly animal? Was it a friendly contrast? For most people, when they're asked that question, it is not friendly at all. I actually tried that question myself at a seminar, and nearly 50% of the people said the Forex markets reminded them of war or a battle. Now, it isn't that at all. This is what leads to traders getting frustrated and angry. You are not fighting with the market. You are not in conflict with the market. It's just there. It's all powerful. You cannot fight it. Okay, I just want to discuss that in a little bit more detail in a moment. Just moving to point number 2. Peter Bernstein's Against the Gods, the futile struggle, I've called it. If you haven't read that book, go and read it. It's just a fantastic book. It's all about man's attempts to conquer risk, which of course is a futile struggle, hence the title, Against the Gods. You can, of course, have risk control when you trade, but you're never going to get around the fact that Forex trading markets involve risk, they involve uncertainty, and anything can happen. And most people struggle with that, okay? Humans, by their very nature, in today's society particularly, most don't like uncertainty. They want certainty. They want to understand things. Which leads me to point number 3, the human trait of needing to understand. If you look, at financial markets and just people's general attitude to them, they want to understand everything. You can see that on these news channels or news wires. They're always making sense of something after the event when no one knew what was going to happen. We don't need to understand the markets. We need to trade them, okay? You can't understand what the market is going to do. And I think, traders, they want to understand. It's the big thing. And if they don't understand something, then they're going to personalize the market, okay? So basically, you get a lot of traders, they lose money in a trade, and I don't understand why. I'm going to double up, and then they start getting angry. It's ridiculous. You should be out in the market, okay? You can't just hang around and fight with it, okay? Personalization of the market, seeing it as a personal nemesis. I can't remember what trader said it was, who it was, but they said, if you personalize your trading, you cannot trade. You will fail, okay? You're in conflict, okay? I put in this point reflections on drowning, and it's just when I was a child, okay? I was only about 6 and lived near the sea. Loved going to the beach, obviously. And there was a beach where you used to swim around, and one end was pretty calm and safe, and the other end had a bit of a red flag on it, a little bit more choppy, so to speak. And one day, I've been down the beach loads of times, went over to the bit where the red flag was, curiosity as a child. There's a red flag there for a reason, because the currents are strong, okay? And immediately I'm caught in, sort of strong currents trying to take me out to sea. I won't go through the whole story, but, a little bit traumatic when you're a child, really had to struggle to get back to the shore. And because I was so far up the beach, my parents couldn't see me. So, cut a long story short, a little bit shaken by that. Still remember it. So 45 years ago. Now, after it was over, okay, did I go swimming again? Yeah, of course I did. I went the next week. It's not the ocean's fault, is it? I mean, I didn't think of it in these terms at the time. It's not the ocean's fault what I did. I went to the wrong bit of the sea, and that's it. I can't blame the ocean. Okay, the ocean is powerful. It wasn't personal that it tried to drown me. It's my own fault, okay? I hope that kind of makes sense. Now, point number 5, It's a quote from Bill Williams: "Things more often than not don't go to plan." Notice I said more often than not. That's in his book, Trading Chaos. And there are a lot of traders, they have all these plans, okay? And particularly in terms of their strategy, they want the things to go a certain way. They want to, I've said it before, they want to trade in too fixed a fashion. Yeah, my pet hate is all these pattern trading strategies, which are a complete waste of time. The market doesn't move to patterns. Once you get in the trade, more often than not, it's trade doesn't do what you think it's going to do, and you have to be proactive. You need to be spontaneous, manage the trade, and basically a lot of the time you're not going to get what you want from it. A lot of time you're going to lose. I put a quote again after this, which is, "It is what it is, not what you want it to be." That's from Albert Einstein, actually. The markets are what they are. They're not what you want it to be. And too many people want the market to be something which it plainly isn't. Like, you can delegate your trading to a fixed strategy, just sit back, let it do the work. You can make an income out of it every week. You could trade winning the majority of your trades. You can trade with extremely low risk, etc., etc., etc. And a lot of traders, when they come in the markets, they come in with those sorts of beliefs. You've all, I'm sure, seen the people on YouTube with all the wads of money, how they got rich and how they did it ever so quickly. It's not the reality. You can make money. But you've got to see the market for what it really, really is. Now, in terms of point number 6, your trade, when you put it on, you're going to be totally happy with that outcome. Okay. Now, in terms of the outcome, I mean, you know your risk. Okay. You've got to be happy with that. Okay. And if you're not, then you do what a lot of traders do. They're going to move their stop back when it gets close to their stop because they think it's going to turn around pretty quickly. Or, they get stopped out, they get angry, they immediately want revenge on that currency pair. I've seen this happen a lot of times where a trader will get stopped out of a currency pair. They get so angry and frustrated with it, and they want revenge on it, they eventually blow up their whole account just focusing on one pair. They'd be better off stay at the market and do something else or go to another pair. But they've taken it personally. Okay, so it's really your attitude to trading that's just so important. You've got to be prepared to be proactive and take the right action. Okay, manage your trades and so forth. And you've got to be confident that what you've done is right. Okay, so if I'm in a trade, okay, if I get stopped out, That's just the way it is. But a lot of traders, when they're losing, they're constantly looking for someone to reassure them that what they're doing is right, and they want to continue with that trade. If you're not totally confident in the trade, just get out of it. You don't want to hang around, okay? You're letting your emotions obviously get involved. Now, in terms of, getting frustrated, angry, and stressed out about the Forex markets, you just don't need to. Just have to see them in a different way. And I hope these, 6 tips, help you, so to speak. Now, in terms of the way I'd see the Forex markets, I sort of see it like fishing on the ocean. The ocean's dangerous. You have to go to port if the storm kicks off. You're not always going to catch fish, but if you keep doing the right things, you will get your living, so to speak. So the ocean needs to be respected. It's all powerful, but that's just the way it is. When you're a fisherman, it's just not personal. If a storm brews up, you get out of the way. Okay, hope that kind of makes sense. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off with some quotes from Albert Einstein. Okay, because I know, obviously he's a great physicist, but he has some great sort of quotes on life. And in terms of trading the markets, you're dealing with risk and uncertainty. Okay, you're bound to make mistakes, and you're bound to get things wrong. And one thing that most Forex traders or beginners when they come to markets can't get used to is the learning curve for Forex trading. You've actually got to get a good deal of experience. It's experience of the markets which will lead you to success. You've got to accept mistakes, just take them as just part of the learning curve like you do in any other area of life. And a lot of traders see Forex trading, in my view, as not just like real life. They see it's some detached arena, okay? Forex trading, I think it's Paul Tudor Jones said, is just an intense feeling of life. The traits that lead you to success in life generally can lead you to success in the Forex market. So just going to finish off with a quick video clip with some wise advice in it, with some quotes from Albert Einstein, which when you see them, you'll see they make total sense in terms of they are so relevant to helping us stay focused, stay disciplined, and achieving Forex trading success. Right, that's the video for today. Just play out the quotes. Hope you enjoyed it as per usual. Take care.
Chaos is a natural state of affairs of human beings. We often think about control in our lives. As a matter of fact, the existential viewpoint is that we're not born, but we're thrown into the world. We're thrown into a rather chaotic world. Now, chaos I'm using here more as a lay term of chaos, not as a chaos in terms of chaos theory. But we're thrown into a rather chaotic, frenzied, wild, unmanageable state. And then we have to make choices moment by moment in order to make sense out of the chaos into which we're thrown.
Birth to death is a ride. By its very definition, it is unpredictable. There are no guarantees. Shit happens. Curveballs get thrown at us. Wonderful things happen. And how we deal with it is who we are and who we become. That's the ride.
And the problem is that when we try to control that which is out of our control, we become an incredibly anxiety-prone society. And that's what gets us into trouble.